This is our 2026 International Hook Lift build. This is one of the only trucks on our lot that we can sell to the state of California. Today, we're going to go over what separates us from other upfitters and what to look for in a truck if you are looking to register in that state. What's going on, guys? I'm Bobby Latin with Quality Trucking Equipment. If you're new to the channel, the only thing we do here is build hook lift trucks. Today, we're going to be going over a few things, one of them being what separates the 2025 International from the 2026 International. So they didn't change a lot on the 2026 model from the 2025. One thing they did change that you're going to notice is that they took a few inches off the front end, giving you a little bit more visibility. Inside the cab, they didn't change a lot either. They changed the dash software and a little bit on the interior design, but that's something we're going to get into once we get inside the cab. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get to the engine bay right here. Very simple to get off. All you got to do is undo this clasp right here with a little bit of force, pull up on it, just like that. Make sure it's unsecured. Perfect. Over here on this side. Same thing on this side. A little bit of force, pull up on it, just like that. Come to the front. Nice convenient handle right here. Pull back on it. That's all there is to it. Now with the hood open, this exposes the Cummins B6.7 liter engine right here. This engine produces 300 horsepower and is paired with an Allison 3000 series transmission. This engine is going to give you about 8 to 12 miles per gallon, but a very, very good hardy engine. Very, very easy to get parts for in the future. So one thing I want you guys to notice is the angle that this hood opens at. This is almost a complete 90-degree opening right here. So therefore, your engine mechanics, they're gonna be able to get right in here. Look, I can almost reach over. If I get right in here, I can actually touch the other side of this engine right here. So this is gonna give them a lot of easy access, therefore allowing them to work quicker, and therefore getting you back on the road quicker and making more money. All right, let's go ahead and get this hood closed, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the back of the truck and see what we have installed. Alrighty, guys, if you followed me to the back of the truck, we're gonna see what we have going on back here. So this is the SL214, is a swap loader hoist. This hoist is going to do 12 to 16 foot boxes, have 20,000 pounds of lift capacity, and also does 36 to 54 inch hook height. So that hook is manually adjustable just by pulling that pin right there, and then you can flip it down to 36. It is currently at 54. Another nice thing about this hoist that we have is the universal body lock. So this is not something that comes on all hoists, however we can get them. But a lot of our customers like this universal body lock because it works with just about any can out there. We have a lot of customers who are coming from Stellar, Palfinger, a lot of those other brands out there, and their boxes are fabricated specifically for that hoist. This right here allows you to keep those same boxes, therefore saving some money, and still allowing you to use them on this hoist right here. So these are actually super simple. They flip on out and they come over the top of the rails, and they hold those rails in place and with a little bit of downward pressure, keeping that dumpster from moving around in the back of your truck. So moving on, let's go ahead and get into the tarp system right here. This is a Sherco Waste Warrior model tarp system. This is a tarp system we put on all of our trucks that are 26 and below. Nice thing about this tarp system right here is it has a electrical for hydraulic adjustable gantry, which means this gantry right here can go way up over your dumpster. This way, any debris that are sticking out of that dumpster, you're able to go way over them. This way, you're not snagging your tarp and destroying your tarp on those debris. On top of that, we also have these adjustable arms right here. These rails right here allow you to move this arm back and forth, and it's the exact same system on the other side. This way, if you have a bit of a longer can, this allows you to keep those tarp arms further back so you can keep that can completely covered. So moving forward in the truck, let's go ahead and get into our buyer's toolbox we put on all of our trucks here at Quality Trucking Equipment. So this is a dual cam lock barn door style toolbox. Behind these doors, there's a weather strip seal that is going to keep any weather out of that toolbox, keeping everything in there dry and clean, ready for your next job. So moving back toward the rear of the truck, you'll see we have these poly fenders that we put on all of our stock trucks. We don't normally put these steel fenders on these trucks because, as you guys all know, they get dinged, scratched, and they don't look good when they're dirty, and they're a lot more expensive to replace. We can put them on trucks, and we do have them on our show truck because they do look cool. However, normally you will need to special order those if you want them on your truck. But this one right here, again, poly fenders, you're replacing with a quarter of the cost, and they will hold up very nice for you. So moving further toward the back of the truck, let's go ahead and get into the custom quality bumper that is actually designed right here in-house at Quality Trucking Equipment. So these are first hour buyer's lights. These are your stop, tail, and turn lights. Another thing I want to highlight about this bumper right here is that, see these eaves right here? A lot of times online, you're going to see a lot of videos of people dumping things out of their dump truck or their hook lift truck. You'll get sand, pea gravel, dirt all over your bumper. This is actually why we have designed it this way. So this way, anything that's going to come out of that dumpster when you're dumping it, it's not going to get all over your camera, making your bumper all dirty. Another thing that we have on all of our bumpers is we actually have them drilled for in case you want to put a pintle hitch or a 2.5-inch receiver in the future. Another thing that we have as an option here, that if you want to request it, is a bumper extension. That allows your bumper, instead of being, legally right here, now your bumper is technically about a foot, maybe 1.5 feet out further than it was, therefore allowing you to do further or longer cans if you want to in the future. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get inside this International MV and take a look at the interior of the cab. All right, guys, so getting into the cab right here, let's go and take a look. So first thing you're going to notice is this air ride seat right here. Check this out. You can adjust whatever height you want. You got about 10 inches of clearance right there that you can adjust it to, however you want to be. As you get into the cab here, guys, you're going to see we have a nicely placed grab handle right here, and also you have a nice door pocket right here to put any of your papers and your water bottle as you are on the road. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump inside the cab and take a look at the dash layout. All right, guys, so here we are inside the International MV. One thing you're going to notice right off the bat is that this is actually one of the only trucks that we have with a full bench seat on the passenger side. And this will be nice for those larger crews who are running 3-man to a truck without having to have those, crew cabs. Another thing you're going to notice that this seat right here is not air ride, but this seat over here is. But overall, this is a very, very nice seat. You'll see on the sides there are leather, and there's nice mesh right here, keeping you cool in the summer and not freezing your rear end off in the winter. Rotating over here toward the dash, let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. So you have all your buttons very ergonomically placed. You have your strobes, PTO switch right here, your cup holder right here, and all of this is very, again, ergonomically placed so you can reach it from the steering wheel. Another thing I want to get to, guys, is this side of the cab right here. A lot of people are concerned about having enough space over here and having a nice roomy driver's side of their cab. As you can see, this wheel is fairly far from me. Even if I'm a larger guy, I am still going to be comfortable in this truck. Another thing a lot of people are worried about is the knee space. As you can see, there is about a whole foot, maybe even 1.5 feet right here. I'm a 5'11" guy, almost 6 foot, and there is plenty of space right here for me inside this cab. So raising your eyes up toward the ceiling here, you're going to see we have a couple mesh holders right here. You can put your logbooks in there, you can put your sunglasses in there, you can put your extra papers in there, whatever you got to put in there. Very quickly accessible because of this mesh right here, and it is nicely secured. You also have a cubby holder right here in the center. Again, you can put whatever you need in there, sunglasses, who knows what you might need. You'll also notice this overhead light right here. You can't see it out here in the daytime right now because it's very well lit. However, in the evening, this is going to keep your cab nice and, well illuminated. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and hop out of this cab and go ahead and get into the part that we know you all came here for, the California registration part. All right, guys, so what is it about this truck right here that makes it California compliant? I'm gonna go ahead and show you 2 things to look for. The first thing you're gonna wanna look for is all the trucks on our lot have this sticker right here, this United States sticker. But what not all of them have is this second sticker, is this little California sticker right here. That is one way that here at Quality Truck and Equipment that we know that this truck, this International MV, is California compliant. But there are some trucks out there that have both stickers that are not California compliant. So the 100% surefire way that you can know that your truck is California compliant is it's going to say in big bold letters on the title that this truck can be registered in California. So that is what you're going to want to look for. If your title does not say that, you cannot register in the state of California. So make sure that when you're calling dealerships and you're talking to them about your truck and you're calling us, make sure that you are getting a truck that is registered in California if you're trying to register in that state. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on this truck right here, give me a call. My number is 989-418-6850. Or if you saw any truck in the background that you may have a question on, go ahead and give me a call or go to our website at qualitytruckandequipment.com. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep it quality.